So at some point soon, the Battletech Kickstarter is going to roll out, and it's going to move to retail. And I wanted to push this up to my archive, make sure it gets into the YouTube algorithm, search, whatever. So this way, those of you who are new to Battletech, or maybe you're waiting for this release, looking at an attack plan, looking at a couple of ideas, because this is an interesting place that Battletech is in. Really, I was going to say in a long time, but really in the history of the game. This idea behind acquisition of mechs. And the game of Armored Combat, the starter set, fantastic starter set to jump in. There's also going to be a clan starter set. And the first thing we kind of have to realize with Battletech compared to other wargaming systems, say like Warhammer 40,000, 40K, the timeline is fluid. Literally at the inception of Battletech in the mid-'80s, early '80s, somewhere around there in the '80s, that 80 tech, rather than being stagnant compared to Warhammer 40,000, the timeline has advanced. There are different periods of playing Battletech. There's the Star League, there's the Succession Wars, there's the Clan Invasion, there's the Jihad, there's the Apocalypse, and Dark Age, looking at that. So this idea that you can take all of your mechs, all of your machines, and literally travel throughout history and explore the narrative of this tech from that history, that's awesome. That is awesome, because those models that you do have, whether there are a few or many, there are multiple ways to play it. But on the flip side, you're looking at this and you're saying, where do we even start? Where do we even start? And even if it was possible to pick up everything, just jump into the clans, jump into Inner Sphere, start exploring both the starter sets, it would be overwhelming. For some of us, that might be possible. But if you're looking where to start, where to learn the game, I would recommend, once we're at full retail, start with the game of Armored Combat, that starter set. From there, look at the Lance packs, the Inner Sphere Lance packs. These are going to give you 4 mechs to try out. Starting with the Inner Sphere is important. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend jumping into the clans as that entry point. Because the Inner Sphere, you're always going to use those mechs, right? The Fall of the Star League, the Succession Wars, even at the beginning of the Clan Invasion, you're going to be fighting for or against the clans with these Inner Sphere mechs. And so much of the game is built up on them. Not only are you always going to be utilizing them in different capacities, but the clans, their technology, I'm looking for a way to capture this, the technology of the mechs, the armor, the speed, the advantages that they have, I mean, it represents an advance in technology. It makes the game tactically much easier. The mechs are a lot more deadly, so they can hit you harder, they can hit you further, they're going to blow stuff up quicker. I mean, that's awesome. I'm sold right on that. But by starting with the Inner Sphere mechs and learning the core mechanics of the game in terms of heat, damage output, being able to fire weapons and stagger them, understanding the shooting phase versus the physical attack phase, that breaks down really well with the Inner Sphere mechs, which is only going to make your clan mechs, once you jump to the clans, because you'll get there, trust me, absolutely. That will make you all the more deadly, especially if you're playing with a group of friends or a gaming group, approaching that learning curve slightly, and then from there moving into the clans. So on my end, I mean, I can't even publicly admit how many mechs that I have. That would be a very dangerous thing to admit. But I've got an excellent Battletech collection that I enjoy playing, that I've played for many years, and I intend to keep on playing for many years. But jumping into the new plastics from Catalyst and jumping into the new starter sets, I almost see 2 collections emerging. And my attack plan with that, and this is from someone that plays Battletech and wants to explore it, I am going to focus on obtaining everything I can for the Inner Sphere first. Waiting for that delivery. I've got the game of Armored Combat. I've also got the starter set because I want to pick up that Griffin and I want to pick up an extra mech. I want to get the maps. From there, I'm going to branch out. And once I have acquired all of the Inner Sphere mechs, then I'm going to jump into the clans with the clan starter set and prioritize the clan mechs that I like to play. building on the inner sphere type mechs. That's the attack plan, because it's going to be a lot of plastic coming our way, and things are going to get hot and fast really, really soon. So we definitely want to be ready.